Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Magick Bringers Rising episode for the week of July 31st through August. Didn't bother writing it down. Whatever the next Sunday is in August, but the week of July 31st. So, find out all about this magical full moon in Aquarius week and find out all about what retrograde season has in store. Stay tuned for the episode. Welcome to Magick Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can weave the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want. Happy Lunarsad, by the way, or Lammas if you prefer, or First Harvest. This week is a beautiful week where we are celebrating the first rewards of our labors for 2023. And it is a time of gratitude and a time of festival and a time of celebration together for everything that we have brought forth this year from all the hard work we've been doing. So, even if there aren't any real astrological influences around that this week, do take some time to, celebrate yourself and celebrate your life and celebrate the growth and what crazy kind of opportunities 2023 and this number 7 year has brought to you. It may not have gone where you thought it was going to go, but believe me, it's opening doors. Doors you wouldn't think to open because they wouldn't have been there unless some of the weird things happened. Especially this year, it's the way it goes. So, the beginning of this week, we have full moon in Aquarius. It is, of course, a super moon, so it's going to look a little bigger than usual. And we also have some Mars and Jupiter stuff going on. But it's really a good time to kind of just release what isn't serving you, release whatever you're done with, and allow some of those Jupiter and Aquarian watery energies to push you forward. So there might be even like an overtone or maybe an undertone of, power to the people. And what kind of grassroots power do I myself own? And being able to then step forward again with that influence. Midweek, we're starting to look at the pre-shadow retrograde for Mercury. It won't go completely retrograde until the end of the month, like 23rd or so. I forget now. Because it has been a weekend. It has been a weekend for me. I usually get these out earlier. I'm going to try and have them done for Sunday. But yeah, time did not work the way I wanted it to. And I swear it's going to go like that all week long, at least for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm having like time slips. Serious time slips. But I think other people too. So it wasn't just me not being centered in time. It was me like going like, you have your timing all messed up. This wasn't supposed to happen until next week. And I don't know. Okay, I'll adjust. Anyway, time slips. So, if anything is going to go wrong, wacky, blah, 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 with electronics and cars and all that kind of stuff, miscommunications, it's going to start going a little wacky from here until Mercury actually goes retrograde. Because when it then stations retrograde, we kind of stable out a little bit. And we're able to get a little bit of a better grasp on how to move forward and do the upgrades that Mercury is asking us to do. Because Mercury is a bit of a way shower and not just I'm going to mess with you. Really not the intent. But we also have some Pluto coming in. with the Mercury pre-shadow. So it might not just be cars. It might not just be your electronics. It might be little hinks, little miscommunications getting resolved from the past. Things around careers or even power needing to be readdressed in a much more direct and aligned way because of Pluto. And then we get a couple days where it's like, all right, this is a breather, a little bit of a breather. We have no like real active aspects. We have like, it's like, okay, we can coast for a little bit. And then on Sunday, we have the sun squared with Jupiter. And it's just a good day to stick with the facts, watch out for bravado or overconfidence, and really just come from this place of, promising only what you know you can actually give. And then if you can give more if you actually want to. Because, yeah, fatigue is also a big thing during all these increased energies. And as we get that much closer to Lion's Gate, which is next week, lots of energy. And the Schumann spikes, yeah, the Schumann spikes. The geomagnetic resonance of the planet has been up and down and all over the place. Solar flares, da 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 da. Intense stuff. So watch out for the fatigue. Don't overpromise yourself to anything this coming weekend, and really kind of just let yourself have the ability to celebrate the interesting things this number 7 year probably brought you, and the opening of the Lion's Gate. Where courage can take you and what kind of transformation is just on your horizon. And as Lionsgate opens, wow, we also have the Sirium portal opening more to us. It's just more prominent in our skies, and at least here in the northern hemisphere. So there is that opportunity also to tap into greater cosmic wisdom and healing, downloads, transmissions, light language, all of that beautiful stuff. So I invite you to do that. I invite you to dance with the meteor showers we have, and just be on top of your communication, be on top of the things that you need to live your life however you have become accustomed to living it with your conveniences. If your refrigerator is starting to make a weird noise, like now is the time to start lining up the repairman, because Mercury retrograde, way shower, likes to push us into giving ourselves and our lifestyles and the foundations of our life upgrades. That means maybe breaking it a little beforehand. Sometimes it's push versus shove, right? So we're going to go on to light language here shortly. But I do want to tell all of you that I have a free guide. It's the ultimate guide to rocking Mercury retrograde. And if you just look for the download link, it's absolutely free. Just a short little PDF with my best hints and tips. And really, like a little bit deeper into this whole shift perspective of Mercury being a way shower and an upgrader of life foundations, so that you don't feel like you've been run over by the cosmic bus, so that maybe you're a little bit more on top of things before they all start breaking and falling apart underneath you. So maybe you're a little bit more prepared to come back in, refine your words, and clear up communications as they're coming up, instead of letting them linger and turning into even weirder situations. So grab the free guide, wherever that link is on this post. All right, on to light language. So, welcome to the light language portion of our quick little Magick Bringers Rising videos that I love to do for free weekly. And this week doesn't feel like one of those weeks where we need to go too deep or where I need to lead you into some light language or anything like that, right? Because it's already so big and so prevalent. So, part of what I do feel like is really important is to this week invigorate the body, but invigorate the body in a way that's going to support and make you feel like you can handle and tackle things, like you can sit and perhaps listen and not be exhausted and not be tired and not be just worn down by all the things that are happening around us, right? So we're going to tap into the energy of Malkuth, which should be the root of the Kabbalistic tree of life. But it is a beautiful energy that always has reminded me of, this very primal woman and this very primal life force. So like when you think of jungles and you think of the life beneath desert and you think of all of these things that life continues forth and, the rhythm and the heartbeat behind that, even in adverse conditions. Yeah, that's some really good energy for this week. So we'll just begin by kind of releasing ourselves from some pain, from a lot of the kind of congestion that might have been building up in our energy fields, in our meridians, all the channels that support life, that support vitality. And as we just take some deep breaths, we breathe out with a bit of a hum. Don't worry if the sound from this fork isn't too strong. It's actually very strong, it's just that it's also very low. It's bringing things down, 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 down into the hips, down into the feet. Now, just keep breathing. But remember, imagine, perceive in some way your feet being perhaps in some mud or even a stony creek, but how you don't feel fatigue because you are connected more deeply with the earth force. Just feel the wetness on your feet. Now let's pull in a little bit of that sacral energy and allow yourself to play. Play in the mud or the water. To run over your feet and up your legs a little bit. Splashes of water. You are alive and awake and conscious here in this moment. And in this moment, you are more than you ever need to be. And in this moment, you know everything that isn't important can fall away, fall away, fall away. For it will have its own proper time and place to be dealt with. Proper time and place, things falling into place on their own. As you just connect. Connect to the earth, connect to the waters over the earth. Nice cold water on your feet. And if you need to, and if you can expand that imagery out. Maybe it's a creek in a forest. Or a babbling pond in a park near you. Maybe it's a tropical waterfall, teeming with life around it. And you're just enjoying the sensation of the moment. Or tapping into the water and the soft, soft earth. Allow it to open your back up. Get rid of some of that tension. Allow it to increase the flow around your neck again. Water and earth, earth and water. And trust that everything will come in its proper time and place. And I thank you for participating just in this little thing, just to help lift the collective, to help you want and desire to be in bigger alignment. Because it's going to be an interesting week. It's going to be a week that might feel like you're very, very busy, that you're frantic, you're hectic, or even that you're out of place, out of time. So let's just put you back in there. Come back to this as much as you need to, because this will just live on Facebook or YouTube. And, thank you. Because what you do will change the world for others as well as yourself, right? Yeah, feels good. All right, but I got to get off and start planning for a Howl at the New Moon ritual for my beautiful warrior spiritual women and my Queen of the Inner Realms membership. But I will see you next week in next week's Magick Bringers Rising, all about Lionsgate. And I will see everybody on Wednesday as well for a Living with Intuition chat with my friend Andrea. And don't forget to look for the link for the The Ultimate Guide to Rocking Mercury Retrograde, my free PDF. Yeah. All right. Blessed be, everyone.